It's about time someone added brakes to luggage. I spent time with Aer's first attempt at a carry-on roller, and in this video, I'll cover the good, the bad, who it's for, and how it compares with other carry-ons. Here's some stats, and I think carry-on rollers are the most limited or boring bag category. They're all the same size and shape to meet airline restrictions and use the same shell material because it's proven to be lightweight and durable, and that leaves just slight differences in color and, I guess, design and warranty. So I was impressed that Aer added brakes to separate itself from others. At least it's the first time I've seen it on a pack. I'll start with the brakes and then review the rest of the case. So the brake switch is here, and I wish it had a color indicator so I could just glance down and see if the wheels were locked, but I did get used to it pretty quickly. It would have been cool if somehow to have the switch up towards the handle, but I don't think that's possible because the brake cables can't collapse with the handle. So the brake mechanism extends through the case and locks one wheel down here. A lot of people load or unload their luggage when the car is on a driveway or on a hill, or in airports where you're just on an incline and have to stop. So I found the brakes to be pretty useful in those scenarios. That's because staying in place has always been an advantage that two-wheeled rollers have over these four-wheelers. The minor trade-off is some volume taken up in the main area by the brake mechanism, and the case being slightly heavier than the competition if weight is an absolute must. The brakes are obviously the selling point, but Aer made build quality upgrades that I only noticed in person. In reality, most people aren't going to notice or care about these upgrades, but I do appreciate it after testing so many bags. Technically, this is Aer's second carry-on release. The first release is what they now call the Carry-On Max. It's kind of awkward because they originally released that one as the carry-on. Then everyone complained it was too big and didn't fit airline restrictions, so they released this one named the Carry-On Small. But now they've changed the names again to the Carry-On, which is this 40-liter, and the Carry-On Max, which is a 48-liter and also not really a carry-on. A rough start, but everything's square now. The color options are classic Aer, black, off-white, and olive, but this small carry-on adds this safety orange, and the Max adds orange and a mauve. So overall, I think color offering is solid, but maybe not as much as other competitors. I love the simple, clean design on the outside with this angled corners that catches the light really nicely, and it gives it kind of a unique look in a subtle way. There's two handles, one on top, one on the side, and a TSA lock, pretty standard. The zippers are better than most, with custom black metal pull tabs and reverse coil zippers, which are basically double thick zippers. In theory, this makes the bag more resistant to being opened with the pen, and this is a feature on more premium cases. The handle has 4 height positions, but otherwise nothing special. And the wheels are Hinomoto, which many other cases use, except, of course, these have the brake system. If Aer invented this brake system, I would have been even more impressed, but it looks like it's Hinomoto's technology, which means it can definitely make its way to competitors eventually, if you have another brand that you like better. Opening up the case gives access to all 40 liters, and it's a pretty common layout, same as Monos and Away. Zipper on one side, and open on the other side with compression straps. But my favorite part of the inside is that Aer used Cordura Recore for the inner material, which is noticeably thicker and nicer. And this is where a lot of companies tend to skimp a little bit, because, it's just the inside material. Aer uses this gray Cordura on their backpacks, so it makes sense to use it here. They also added a small stash pocket here, in addition to the other pockets. There's a nice Velcro divider here, a removable compression strap that I never use, and they opted for a magnetic fidlock buckle for the compression straps. It's nice to see. I don't love fidlocks, but fine. And they also give a luggage tag and laundry bag like a lot of other companies do. The reverse coil zippers, Cordura material, and fidlock buckles, those are all premium component upgrades over what you'd typically see at this price, but at the same time, I think 95% of people wouldn't notice or care, and that's totally fine. Functionally, it really doesn't make a difference, so I'd say this is the bag person's bag, and these upgrades help justify the price. Price is usually the determining factor for any purchase, especially in this carry-on category, because the difference between cases are just really minor. Amongst other popular carry-ons, Aer's is more expensive, but not by much. So the real question for you is, how much do you want to pay for brakes while sacrificing a lifetime warranty? For example, take Aer and Monos. Aer is better built and more functional, but the limited lifetime warranty only covers manufacturing defects, while Monos covers beyond that for the lifetime of the case. And this is something that you'll have to decide based on your budget and just what you care about. Okay, so final thoughts, and who is this carry-on for? Well, it has brakes, so get it if you want brakes. But more than that, it's probably the best all-around four-wheeler on the market with no weaknesses, other than it's a little heavy. Aer upgraded the components like the zippers and the inner material to make it competitive at its price. Aer's design philosophy has always been to keep the appearance low-key and dazzle with functionality and build quality. And that's exactly what this carry-on does. But if you're looking for a specific strength, like the lightest weight or the best warranty or like a built-in USB charger, then you may have to look elsewhere. Anyways, comment below if you want a response, let's talk, and subscribe for new videos on Sundays. Thanks.